Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, just pop something in the chat so I know. And I will start fixing up my setup here. Okay. All right. So all this, hey, Calypso Girl 20. Awesome. I'm so glad. I think I might be getting the hang of this thing. So today I am going to be playing around with some paper mache. I've never done this before, so but I usually can figure things out pretty quickly, and it's not a big deal. So right now we have Loki. She just wants to come in here and tear up my paper. So today I'll be doing paper mache with, and I'll be using regular paper. I think I'm going to be trying. This is all my scrap paper, and I have so much scrap paper. Does anybody else have so much scrap paper? Uh, it's crazy. So basically, I'm going to use this scrap paper. I'm going to try one item with this, and then I think I'm going to go ahead and rip some of this and try some of this tissue paper as well. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do paper mache. And and if you've ever done it before and you have suggestions for me, that's great too. So I'm going to be using a balloon, and I had another one, but maybe Loki stole it. So I might have to blow up another one real quick. And I'm really just using, regular old uh, balloons. And so, yeah, let me blow one up real quick. Has anyone here tried paper mache? And if so, what do you like to make? All right. Fun to listen to me doing balloons, huh? All right. So I've got two, and I think I want to try a couple different sizes because I do have some other things in mind for the future. And so, that's the whole purpose of doing this right now, is just figuring out what it is that works best for me before I really actually start making gifts. So, so I bet you're wondering, like, well, what the heck kind of gifts are you going to make with balloons? And hey, Ellen, with balloons and paper mache. Well, I would like to, I think I'm going to just make this for myself, but I would like to try a project where I am, covering the bottom part of a balloon with the paper mache. And then once this is dry, on the outside, I'll hang them up. Once they're dry, I'll pop the balloon and pull that out of here. But then um, I'll be left with, a little cup that is this shape. And what I would like to do is put one of these little lights inside and create, like a little, I don't know, maybe I'll just like braid some cotton yarn or something like that and just, make it kind of like a light hanging. So I'm not going to complete this today, but right now I'm wanting to try different, um, well, today I'll be trying this paper mache mix, and this is just flour and water. It's the cheapest way to do it, and I like to usually try, uh, cheap ways to do stuff before um, I tell you guys to go out and buy something because, um, you know, for one thing, I like to be frugal, and I know that a lot of people make handmade gifts because, they want to be frugal, and so I'm going to start here. But the next thing I'll try, I don't know if I'll have time, but I might, is just regular old like Elmer's glue and water. But I haven't made that yet. I have used Elmer's glue and water before, and let me show you if I have anything. Yeah. So this was napkin, like just a regular napkin with that was basically kind of Mod Podged, but with glue on the back of some muslin fabric. So, and so basically I made, you know, I don't know, you could probably use these. I didn't have this in mind, but you could probably use these as master boards, maybe, if you like the pattern or the item that you made. You can use these for master boards. So that means you just make it once and then you photograph it or scan it or something, and then you have a digital file of it. And so, at any rate, you can use them that way, or you can use them. I was trying to find the book I had that was covered with one of these, but I couldn't find it. It's fine. But anyway, you get the idea. But that was done with, uh, this was done, with the white glue and water. So that's what that ends up looking like. So what I understand is that when you use the flour and water, this is getting a little goopy. When you use the flour and water, it comes out a little more earthy toned, where the glue and water turns out a little more white. So it really just depends on what you're interested in your final product looking like. So let's see. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and just dive right in. And so let me see what my camera looks like right now. Okay, so I can probably scoot this over and just do this right here. And let's see. All right, so I've got my little paintbrush, and I think I'm going to go ahead and just, paint some of this flour and glue. And basically, this is just a 50-50 of flour and glue. It's a little bit goopy. And then I want to, oh goodness, look at that. Don't go away. Um, I want to just take individual pieces. I don't know why I just put this whole bunch of it in there, but so I'm not seeing your guys' comments or anything. So if you have questions, feel free to just drop them in and I will get to those when I can. So basically, this is what we're doing is just, uh, I mean, I've been watching videos and pretty much this is like what people do. This balloon, though, wants to like run away. And it's really, hopefully, it gets heavier as I put paper on it. And I'm just using pieces of paper that are like scrap pieces, ones that I was going to burn because they had information or something on it that I didn't want people to see. Um, but like I said, you can do wax paper, you could do napkin. You could probably do, oops, that's okay. You can most likely do any thin paper that you would like to. This is really kind of messy, you guys. This project, paper mache, was requested by one of my students, Andrea, and I hope she's here now so she can be watching this. But I think I'm going to set this one aside. Try to take it one piece at a time. That's just taking too much time to have to deal with that. This was requested by Andrea, so I chose a really simple project to do, and all of the projects that I do on my craft streams are all projects that go into my Handcrafted Gifts Made Simple membership. And what we do in there is I just have like a big I don't know, I call it a portal, but basically it's like a big library of handmade gifts. And so there's video and all kinds of different projects in there to try. And I really needed to have some napkins here and all that stuff. And so, uh, and every month this year, I am doing bonus um, projects that actually have to do with whatever next month's project is. So this is theoretically um, something that I chose for a Valentine's Day gift. That if anybody wanted to make something for Valentine's Day for somebody, this would be a nice gift for the plant lover, not plant lover, but I guess it would be like a person who, likes hanging lamps, but also, doesn't mind like natural fibers and things like that. Yeah, that wasn't a good piece of paper, was it? Okay, that has a lot of. I think I might want to maybe do it this way. Okay, I'm going to wipe my hands off down here real quick and see if I like to do this some other way. For one thing, I think that it's getting way too stuck to this towel, so let's move that. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, I guess, paint these on. And I really should probably, what you guys are probably out there going, no, don't do it like that or something. But I can't see the comments, and my hands are full of paper mache stuff. So I'm going to just go ahead and I think add these on the outside because there's enough stuff on the outside. And I can already tell that I am not going to like to use this kind of paper as much as I thought I might. And part of it is just because there's writing on the other side, and it shows through. But I mean, we never know until we actually get there. I don't know. I thought it would be super fun though to know how to do this and be able to add it into uh, my membership. Maybe a project that was like how to make pinatas or something. I think that's a really cool idea. And that's all they are is paper mache around balloons, I bet, or around cardboard or something like that, depending on, what the shape is. But anyway, this is really looking rough, you guys. All right. I'm kind of wondering, is this going to be easier or harder with wax paper? Not wax paper, tissue paper. And how in the world? Oh, you can also use newspaper, but who has newspaper anymore? I don't. I sort of went into like a mild panic today when I realized I didn't have newspaper. And I was like, oh, wait, nobody has newspaper. Nobody has that, and they still do paper mache. So, anyhow, I'm just going to work on covering this. Sure does get really goopy, though, you know? But I'm going to work on just covering this for a bit, and then hopefully, what I might do is cover this all up, let it dry, and then maybe um, see if I can cover it again. Although what I really want is for it all to dry flat, and I'm really not sure how this is going to work out. So we are just going to go with it. I'm not sure why my YouTube comments are not showing on OBS on my streaming software, but I'll have to click over to see what's happening. So ideally, there would be something that I could put this on that didn't mess up the paper every single time I had to turn it over and put something on the other side. So that would be ideal, but that's not how it's working out right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do my best. And that's all we can really do, right? Is our best. So, tip number one, if you're going to use flour and water, um, just have a glass of water nearby and something to stir with, and maybe so that you can kind of loosen it up because it's really gotten sort of gluey, which might be an okay thing, but I don't know. We'll see. I just want to get the whole thing covered. Hmm. So I have been watching old seasons of Survivor lately because I don't know. I like to do other things, but have my mind engaged somewhere else. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but I think it might be like a neurodivergent thing. I just thought it was just me being picky because I don't ah because I don't like to just sit and listen to something. But the fact of the matter is that I get really distracted. This used to happen at church. I'd go to church and I'd get distracted because people were doing weird stuff in church. They're like, get up, get down, talk to their kids. I don't know. I guess that's not weird stuff, but you know, I just was always um, distracted by what other people were doing. And I just thought I was just nosy, but I just think, honestly, I'm just distractible. So, anyhow, um, I like to have something on that I can put my mind on. Craft streams come easy to me because I'm just like jabbering the whole time. But if I were doing this on my own, I would be watching something. So anyway, back to Survivor. I'm watching season 21, I think. Maybe it's 22. I'm not sure. I think we just finished the I have Todd watching it with me too. He's not a reality TV person, and I'm actually really not so much a reality TV person in the sense that I watch like, you know, every reality TV show. Some of them I just can't stand. I just don't want to know what's happening in certain families' lives or whatever. But I'm okay with Survivor when they're out there to do a thing and, there's a start and a finish and, you know, It's pretty cool. So, anyways, we were watching, I think it was like a season in Nicaragua where um, they had the old players and young players both. So, so that was fun. And now I'm going to start season 22, but there's like 40 something seasons. And to me, that's like a saving grace because that means that I can sit and do crafts and just listen, or whatever it is that I want to do. And I will still be able to keep my mind on what I'm doing. So let's look at the top real quick and see if we've got this even enough. I guess so. I guess that's probably all right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go wash my hands really quick and put a string on this and then hang it up. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me right now, but that's me washing my hands. So if you can hear me, this is a little bit like washing, like if you know how to knead bread or if you've ever made your own handmade bread, um, it's kind of like that. So anyway, I don't think my sink liked that very much. So basically what I'm going to do is just tie something on the end here. But while I am doing that, I want to look over at any comments. Oh my goodness, look at you guys. You guys are like over there. Hey Monique. Yeah, more water. I know I should have, but you know what? It ended up coming out okay. Um, yeah, gloves is probably good. All right. Hey Andrea. Yeah, I totally know what you mean, Monique. I was just thinking that, like, I don't know, does anybody have newspaper anymore? Um, yes, the advertising papers, they have like all that ink on it or whatever and the shiny stuff. But this paper's fine. This is all like, um, this is all like, things that I don't want available to just the average person, I guess. So I was gonna burn them. And since Monique mentioned adding more water, I'm going to go ahead and add more water to this. And all I'm doing is hanging these from like an exercise bar from my in my doorway. So I'm going to go grab water and I'll be right back. All right. Bella's here with wondering what in the world I'm doing. So let me add some more water. Yeah. Oh, that's nicer, much nicer. Thank you for the tip, Monique. I was thinking about doing this myself, and I'm glad that you confirmed that this is the thing to do. All right, so I did the first one my way. Now now I am going to soak the paper, like Monique was saying. And I don't think I have gloves, so I guess I'm just gonna go with it. But I was watching a guy, and he was like just dipping it in like this. So I don't know. I guess I was doing that. But anyhow, um, yeah. Oh, okay, just a few seconds. All right, well, then that's what I will do. And let me see if I can spread it on a little bit better. All right. The problem with this is that I'm seeing is that all of these wrinkles. So I'm not sure. Well, you think it's fun to get dirty. I don't. Would you go thinner? All right. I can totally do that. Where did I just set that though? Oh, here it is. Let me wait until I get these other pieces of paper out. Well, I think this paper is probably just a standard 20-pound copy paper. So I think that's what I'm using. So, all right. Oh, you know what? That's right. I did see somebody sanding theirs after. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Thinner strips. Yeah, I was thinking that. I think next, after this one, I might go with um, how thin do you think they would need to be? Like an inch or something? Oops. Hey, Noe. Might be. Maybe. A red solo cup. That could work. I have one. Maybe I should go get it. Okay. So then just do it layer by layer. Okay. Well, then next, I kind of wanted to try, I kind of wanted to try glue. Yeah, because I think my other one is going to take forever to dry, honestly, because I did put a lot of layers. Oh, I forgot to soak that one here. Oh, okay. So someone needs to tell me what movie they watched last. I want to know. I want to know what you guys watch. Or maybe you guys all like use your time better than I do. I don't know. Maybe you guys don't watch so much TV. Todd and I are TV heads. So it was really weird because for a very long time we never did watch TV together. Like, once our kids grew up, we just kind of quit um, watching together, forced and Saltburn. Okay, are you guys like in love with these shows? Because I want to know. I mean, I do this thing. Me and my daughter Allie do this thing when we're getting ready to start a show. We will do this thing called giving it the five, you know. So we'll leave it on 5 minutes with the oh, Call the Midwife is such a cute show. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, because we want an out from from a bad TV show. And we just kind of let each other know, like, we're just gonna give it the five, and if either of us doesn't like it, then we'll switch it. And so I've started to do that with Todd too. And so that's fun. But the last series I watched, I think, was The Exorcist, actually. I think that might have been, aside from Survivor, that was probably the last series I watched. So I don't know. You guys probably all hate that, which I totally get. Um, but it was pretty good. Not scary and not as crazy as, in my opinion, not as crazy as like the first Exorcist movie. So anyway, all right. Well, I've got this, and it looks like I'm covered. I mean, I do have some overlap, but what you gonna do? All right, I'm gonna go get a go wash my hands and then go get a solo cup. So I'll be right back. Stuff is so gross. Don't like it. It does feel much better though now that there's less um, goopiness. So Bella is really wondering what I'm doing here. Maybe she really just doesn't care at all, though, honestly, and is kind of wondering if I'm handling food here. Yes, I did watch that. And you know what? They're slated to do like three more just to complete the sh the whole story, I guess. So I'm getting ready to probably watch all of the movies in order, and wherever the hi Bella, wherever the series fits in, I'll put it there and rewatch. But I have a hard time like not wanting to watch the whole series of anything, so that I could see the whole story from start to finish. So I'm kind of, I don't know. So, Todd can just jump right into something and just enjoy it just the same. But me, I'm like, no, I cannot enjoy this. There's no possible way I can enjoy this show unless I see it from the beginning all the way to the end. And that's just, otherwise, I'm just not interested. All right, so now I think what I want to do is maybe get myself a more clean area. Other way up, put the knot into the cup while you're working on it. Oh, like this? Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a really good idea. So let's see. The other one I just was done. I just went and hung that one up, but I'll do that here. The tourist. Is it the tourist? Wait. Oh, forced. Okay, yeah, I see. I wanna I wanna watch those. I love those little series. I used to get kind of bummed out when they had miniseries on TV because it was like you could only enjoy the show like, for this long. But some stories I just want to be done with, after after a few. Did you guys ever, I think I probably asked this to you last week, but did you guys ever see The Fall of the House of Usher? That was probably one of the best series I've ever seen. That and Bates Motel, and I don't know what else. And I've watched a lot of frickin' TV. So those were my favorites, though. There's probably another show that I'm not remembering right now. But yeah. All right. So let me try it this way. And I'm wondering if maybe maybe I could just tear up some first. Just tear up. Okay. What was great, Monique? I think I'll tear these a little thinner, probably shorter too. I don't know. I don't know. Do you think this is going to be a big deal? Maybe I'm just going to like be, yeah, Bates Motel was so freaking good. Oh my God. It was the best. And Freddie Highmore was like perfect for that role. He was just enough of, oh yeah, House of Usher was so good. Oh my God, you guys. I loved it. Uh, yeah, so. Oh, Danny and I just watched, yeah, I think so too, Monique. Um, Daddy, Danny and I, my son Danny and I just finished Squid Game. Did you guys ever watch that? That was pretty interesting. I don't know, maybe Korean shows. It's a Korean show, and Danny and I like to watch, stuff like that. Um, we watched a few Korean movies that we really like, and man, Asian scary movies they're no joke. They're pretty scary. So, anyways, I guess I'll go ahead and just keep using the flour and water and just see how it behaves with tissue paper. I just wanted to try a few different ways to do this because in the once I release it into the membership, I want it to be actually we watch both, Monique. Um, I want it to be kind of foolproof, because those. So yeah, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I do these craft streams, just so that I have the latitude to goof around, with stuff and not be perfect. I get a little bit of learning time. But yeah, I watched both. We watched both, Monique. And the game show was really a lot. I mean, is identical. I'm sure they shot it in the same place, and it was pretty identical. And there was a lot of drama, like a reality show too. It was pretty funny, pretty weird. And they didn't show you where the people went if they did that, that bridge one. They didn't show you where the people went if the glass broke underneath them. So that was kind of a mystery. I don't know. I hope they didn't die. So anyway, stick with me, everybody. You'll get all the horror recommendations. Oh wow. That's it? Just water. Oh, did they? Monique? Really? Why? Um, was it just water then, Ellen? Because that's interesting. I mean, I guess that is the cheapest way, right? I think I'm going to keep ripping though for a minute and just go ahead and do all of this just simply because. Yeah. I wonder if it was the bridge that they got hurt. I mean, it would have made sense if they had, something that they could just, like a netting that they could that they could fall on, but I don't know. Have you guys, any of you guys watched any of the mini series by I mean, I don't think that were based on the books by Harlan Coben, because there's quite a few on Netflix right now. And we started one the other day. And I want to say, I don't know this. Maybe you guys will know this better than me. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll just add some more. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, we're all learning here, putting our heads together. So, we just started one the other day, though, one of the Harlan Coben ones, and I cannot remember what it's called, but it was pretty interesting. It was like the one where the girl's husband died. She had a little girl, and she saw him in the baby monitor, and so she's just trying to figure that out. And everybody is, of course, all like shady and stuff, when she goes to ask them. So, anyways, has anybody seen that? So, those of you guys that are in the membership, I posted my vision board in there. Yeah, it's pretty good when we can geek out like after you're done watching it. But so yeah, so I made my vision board the way that I did, well, partially um, because that is what was in Canva for me to use, and I thought it looked cute. But also because I had been playing around with the idea of using like 2024's Pantone Color of the Year, and I never do that, so I'm not real big into that. But this year, I just kind of felt like I wanted to do that. So what I did was I chose the Pantone Color of the Year, which was the orange that was on there, and then some complementary colors according to their color chart. And I found that as I was building that vision board, that um, it went really, really well. Those colors went really, really well with um, the materials that I wanted to use. So I think I had like, no, not I think, I know, like copper, glass beads, um, paper mache, uh, handmade paper. I guess I'm done with this. And so, yeah, I'm really excited about it because it came together really nice. Oh, I had leather on there, so I think that might be what I'm going to do. And so that doesn't mean you guys all that are, crafting with me have to use those colors because maybe you hate them. But let me add some more water. But most of my crafts are going to be like, orange, pink, and probably turquoise and variations of those colors. And also, I was kind of looking for, maybe one of you guys knows this, but I was looking for like natural fiber of the year, if there was any such thing like that. Because I know that there are, I mean, it turned out this year that most everything that I had on there for what I wanted to use were all like natural fibers, you know, maybe not polymer clay, but I think I'm going to start it out this way, guys, because that tissue paper is so thin. Okay. Oh, I'm really off camera, huh? Here. I think that's a great concept too, Andrea. I was just wondering, like, if it was going to be like, some kind of like cotton macrame cord or, you know what I mean, or what it was going to be. And I figured, if I was going with the Pantone color of the year or the colors of the year, that might be kind of that might be fun just to sort of jump use that as a jumping off point. Oh, stop. Um, but yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and just use those colors as a jumping off point and then, couple them. And they all go really, really well with um, all of the all of the fibers that I chose. And yeah, I just prefer, I think, natural fibers, but yeah, I'm not married to them. I just like them better. So, what is everybody liking to do craft wise right now? Let's share some ideas. I usually am just liking to use whatever it is I'm doing next. So this week I'm doing this for this week's membership project. Next week I'll be doing a workshop in the free group around Valentine's mini album, and I would like to pattern it after one of the mini albums that I did not too well a few months back. And that was actually patterned after something that some of the ideas I got from the lovely Monique because she's a journal genius. And so but I wanted to make it so I could give people SVG files or files to cut, you know, with scissors that were easy to use and all that kind of stuff. And I've been making um, Valentine's paper, and I made this really cool Valentine's paper that was sort of like, that black, white, and red Alice in Wonderland kind of style. January birthday peeps. Yeah, you guys, if you're not in Monique's membership, she has a really cool membership over there, and it's free. And she sends she sends birthday cards out. So kind. Yep. Oh, a Monster Cars pop-up card. I am not that great with pop-up cards. I've only tried it twice, but that is not an area that I do very well in at all. I sort of like the way this is laying down better. It seems like any of the wrinkles are really easy to manage. Oh, yes. You know what, Noe? I just ran across something that said, make this in your microwave kiln. And I'm like, all right, what's that? So now I'm interested in knowing about that. And Andrea's having surgery next week. We are going to miss you so much. And we want you to take it easy and get well. And then pop in every once in a while if you want. but don't feel obligated. All right. Well, this ain't pretty, but listen. All right. So, yeah, what I was saying before was that I did a black and white and red Alice in Wonderland kind of thing with, with hearts. I've seen that particular color scheme for Alice in Wonderland, like with the, oh my gosh, did I put a hair in here? Ugh, I hate hair, you guys. Seriously, it doesn't matter if it's mine. It just grosses me the heck out so bad. So we're going to have to take a little detour and make sure I get this shit out of here. Okay, there we go. So, but yeah, it's something similar to that. And so I'm excited to maybe use that. But I made like a real simplistic design that might, suit some people a little bit better. But my color scheme is going to be black and white and red because that's what I'm feeling this year are those colors for Valentine's Day. You know what? This cup is actually working out really well to kind of give me a place to stop, you know, adding the paper mache or the paper. So some of the other things that when I was doing that research this morning were that they said patio stripes were coming in. Has anybody seen that? Um, Patio stripes. They're so ugly, but you know what? By the end of this year, I'm going to be going, oh my God, I love patio stripes. Has anybody seen anything cute with those yet? Because I have not. All right. You can also do this with toilet paper, but I can't imagine how much more messy it would be to try to do this with toilet paper. But I've watched people do it with toilet paper. Um, yes, that's what I plan on doing, Andrea, with the other one because it's absolutely not straight. Yeah, patio, like patio stripe on like pillows, and outdoor furniture like that. Like just go to like Lowe's, you'll see what I mean. Although although they do use a lot of different they do use a lot of different um, motifs and things now aside from just the stripes, but that's just that's what they called it, patio stripes. And yeah, so I might like to do like some sort of a cute macrame wall hanging because that was also something that was requested um, for this year. And you know what? All of these amazing ideas came from Andrea. I don't know if anybody else gave me ideas, but I am open to those 100%. Are you guys, that makes me wonder, Andrea, are you guys like behind? us like in fashion by a certain amount of time, like year or something, or 2 years. How is that? How does that work? Because I'm not really a fashion person, so I don't know those things. But I'm just curious. 100%. I like this much better. Much, much better. It's going to take longer for sure. And that makes me happy and not so happy because I was really hoping to find something to do with all of that extra paper. Maybe I still might try. Oh, I know what to do. We can make paper. Who wants to make paper this year? I think that would be really, really pretty. There's a few things that I want to do that are not like full projects, but that are like just, partial projects, like pressing flowers, making paper, stuff like that. Things that you would do, um, or things that you would use in your projects. So, and those will probably be some um, side classes that I add to the membership. I have a lot of those anyways in there, like making paper beads and stuff. But yeah, yeah, I do have a video in there that is um, that was my it was my first time making paper. But what I really would like to do is to use some things like flower petals, pressed flowers. Maybe like after, if we make pressed flowers and end up with a lot of little pieces, you know, we could use that, and then we could use the pressed flowers in junk journals or something else like that. I know, I know. And I think that making paper is kind of, as far as like space, you kind of need a lot of it. But I did get this. What I am seeing people doing is actually um, letting it dry, like hung up on clothespins somehow. So I'm gonna do a thing, you guys, and I could be just wasting my flowers, but I'm going to do this thing. And I'm going to put these upside down because this is because my thing is upside down. So now this kind of looks like I probably needed to maybe soak these before. Let's see. Maybe I'm just going to put like small pieces instead of the stem and everything. I think that might work out a little bit better. All right, so how about something pink? Oh, come on. Put this over here. So I've always wanted to like make stuff with pressed flowers. And so now that I've got like a little pack of them, you guys are going to see me using this stuff all the time, I think, until it's all done. Also, I really want to use these. I think these are so pretty. And these ones are the ones that were just sort of left over from the last project I did, and they were just sort of floating around. Oops, I broke that one. Dang. Well, let's pretend that meant to do that. I'm gonna put you right here. All right, what's everybody having for dinner? I need to know. I don't know. That looks weird, but oh well. We'll be all right. Actually, let me just take this off because I don't like it. Yeah, that is a really cute idea. I actually have a crap ton of seed paper that I made last year from the seeds. Um, I think I need some more green here. Oops, that's sad. We made them from the seeds that you could get, in those boxes at a Dollar Tree. And I ended up making it with, this is not what I was looking for. Here we are. We ended up making it, it was sort of the same process as making paper. I guess that's what you're having for dinner tonight. Oh my God, that's so funny. Sometimes when I'm on meetings, I have an Alexa who is hearing what I'm saying. Sorry, I don't know that one. No problem, Suzanne. We're just chit-chatting. Um, what was I even saying? I forgot. Trying to get these to come out of this paper. I mean, this plastic thing, but it's having a little bit of trouble. Yeah, looks like it's stuck. Okay. So these are, I don't know if you could see, but these are some of the greenery that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to put them on, I'm not going to try to paint anything over them just at this time because I don't want to break them. They're super fragile. So, but these are awfully cute. Maybe something pink up here. But like I was saying before, these flowers were so expensive, and you get a lot of mileage out of them. I'm not going to lie. Get a lot of mileage out of them, but the problem is that if you want to use them a lot, in your stuff, um, it's going to be kind of pricey. But really, you kind of get a lot of them, and if you don't want to do the work for it, it's a great option. So let me see if I can find my ugliest leaf. Oh, did I get some marijuana leaves in here? Did I get some marijuana leaves in here? They were hidden way in the back. Oh my gosh. That can't be marijuana, is it? It's not. I'm gonna put one in the bottom just for fun. Just because it's funny. They probably are something else though, but they are very, very similar. So funny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so funny, Noe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it does look like weed, right? So I'm gonna, you know what? I think that I'm just going to make that my reality, that I got some weed in my that I got weed in my dried flowers. That makes me happy. And it's not because I like weed, because I actually really hate it. Not hate it like hate that it exists, but I'm not a smoker. Let me put it that way. I don't smoke weed because it makes me feel like really crappy. actually what it does is it makes it like uh, the paranoia is absolutely unbearable. Hemp. Is that what it is though? Really? Seriously? Hemp? That's cool. I use almond milk also, Ellen. It's my preference. You know what, you guys, this is so funny. I was looking at um I work on my genealogy, right? Um and I've been doing it for years and years. And I got a DNA test a few years back. And so I logged into Ancestry probably within the last few months, because every few years I want to work on it, you know. And you're funny. Um, so anyway, it does this thing where it gives you um, like some characteristics, character or not character traits, but just like traits. And one of mine was lactose intolerant, and I'm like, oh, no wonder. So yeah, I don't use milk. If I used milk, I would use my goat milk because it's much easier digestible for me. But cow milk, yeah, you don't want to be around me after cow milk. Just saying. Anyways, you didn't eat today, Monique. You need to eat. Go get something to eat. I used to milk the goats, but we haven't had babies in a couple years, and I don't know, I kind of went through this weird time where I was feeling like super sensitive, about the goats. And I was feeling like, Andrea, oh my God. I was feeling like it was really uncomfortable for Willow. And I just felt bad. And I really didn't want to milk her that year anyway. But I kind of was like in the I thought that I should since it was there. But instead, I just let her, um, I just let the milk be her baby's milk and just left it at that. I just didn't feel like it. Yeah, yeah, kind of the exploitation sort of thing, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't fault anybody, at all if they use their animals that way. I mean, I think it's just like a weird thing with me. But I'll tell you what, I like having them around because I have a lot of homesteading skills. I don't do a lot of homesteading stuff now, but I do have a lot of skills that would help me, in an emergency situation or something. And that's kind of why we keep them around. I mean, I'm sure they're going to be too old soon, or she'll be too old to have babies soon because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she was born in 2013. So she's like 11. So that was the other thing is that she's had probably like six batches of babies, five or six. And I don't know. I saw a Handmaid's Tale, so just kidding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they are. Here's how you get them to mow your lawn though, because they don't naturally do it if you give them hay. Probably about what it is about her age right now, Noe. Um, just, I mean, obviously, if you want them to have babies, you want them to have, a certain amount of protein and a certain kind of hay and stuff. Otherwise, any other time, maybe just don't feed them, like store-bought food and stuff because they get really used to that. And my babies are babies, they are like 100% little boogers. And so when I come out to see them, they all run up to see me because they want like either bananas or they want like um, tangerines or something, lettuce, you know, and they know that I always have good stuff. But otherwise, they're like, all right, we're done with you. Goodbye. That's fine. They have their little life out there. But but yeah, you better believe I would use them for that if I had to. It's just I don't have to right now. And I have made goat cheese, Noe, and I don't like it. I have a friend though that absolutely, I know they don't do anything. They're not working animals at all. Um, I have a friend though that makes the most amazing goat cheese, and I really need to probably sit with her. She's freaking awesome. She lives at 100%, it seems like, off of her land, and she's like 10 years older than me. She's amazing. I know you totally could do that. I don't I don't like goat cheese, huh? Not mine anyway. I like my friend Chris's. She makes yummy goat cheese. She puts like stuff in it though, something that tastes good. For me, I don't know what I don't know what to put in there. So, but I know how to make it and I can make it. I just don't love it. So, what do you think so far, guys? I sort of feel like this is turning out cute, coming out okay, you know? What do you think? Yeah, I did not like my goat cheese. Yeah. I, w- I don't know. I may not have just been good at making it, but I mean, I took classes and everything. I took classes for everything, for all the homesteading stuff, you know. I've been thinking about getting back to canning maybe, just because my son is over a lot and he's got some dietary restrictions now. Um, I guess he went to the doctor and found out that he's allergic to absolutely everything. So now he's concerned about what's in his food. So yeah, I love this so much more. But the problem is that you got to pay for it, and it's not necessarily using things up. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to allow this to dry, and then I'm probably going to put more layers on for strength, and then I will let you guys know what this ends up looking like. But now I'm like all, into paper mache, and now I want to do stuff. Do you think I should like see if I could cover a box? Maybe I should see if I could cover a box since we're all sort of looking to use our cardboard boxes. What do you think? Do you guys want to call it a day, or do you want to watch me cover a box? Anything you guys want is fine. I'm good either way. Okay, this one actually looks so much prettier than the goopy other ones. Covering a box? Okay. I'm just pick any old box that I got, I think. I'm just gonna do something small, I think. just for fun. I think I'm just going to start with just, you know, just basic oatmeal box today. But hang on, let me get a drink. Oh my gosh, first day with my new lips or something. I just spilled soda all over me. Okay, so I think what I am going to do, since this is a straight box, I am going to use this paper again for the layers that will cover, you know, all the color and everything. And I'm just going to try it this way without soaking these because I just don't feel like doing that right now. I just always got to do things my way. So, sorry about that. Okay. I'm glad you got to come here and chill before your surgery, Andrea. I'm really glad about that. Eat lots of ice cream. Eat lots of ice cream, like eat enough for me too, because I don't eat ice cream anymore and I really love ice cream. But, you know, I don't anymore. Because if I were to eat ice cream, I would eat a whole uh, half gallon of it with no problem. So that's why I don't eat ice cream. This is really gross. I think I like the idea of using regular like glue and water for projects. I'm not doing this right. You know what I mean? So I'm no paper mache expert, that's for sure. Yeah, the milk thing, and also because I have some like eating compulsions. So that is, you know, something I know about myself. So I try not to venture into those areas that that might trigger a compulsion. So anyway, I'll do this side, let it dry, and then do the other side or whatever. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with it. I just don't like how this wrinkles so much though. It just doesn't take a lot at all, you know, to wrinkle like the regular paper. It's bad. But, you know, I was thinking, you guys, I got those dragon eyes, so I was thinking I might want to like play around with, you know, with doing one of those dragon boxes, you know. I'm sure I won't do it as nice as the the DIY person that did the video, but man, oh, well, I just said bye, Ellen. Um, yeah, yeah, for sure. I wonder if I do it this way, if it would be a little bit, no, maybe not. I don't know. That is so true, Andrea. You know, it's just I am, I guess, what you would call, an addictive personality. So if I, you know, if I kick one addiction, there's another one like just waiting in the wings for me. So I try to be real careful. I like them too, Suzanne. I really like them, and I think I'll maybe try that and do one of the dragon eyes with the polymer clay or whatever. It's probably going to come out really weird looking, but oh well, it will be okay, right? I think what I might do is cut these off here. Let's see, and cut all the way around it, and then maybe just make a lid out of something different, a different box. So I think that's what I'm going to do before I get too much further. Then I can actually um, turn it so it could be opening side down. I did the best thing for myself, you guys, over the holidays. I got myself a trash can, like a swing top trash can for right next to my desk because I need a lot of reason to not move, right? Not get up from a chair. Oh boy. But it was getting really messy in here. So um, I need all the help I can get, with keeping things in order. Right. Oh, I'm really excited to see how that lamp thingy, that last paper mache project I did with the flowers and stuff. I'm really, really excited to see what that looks like. I'm pretty sure that's going to be my star project for the day. So I don't know. Yes, I do that too. I use cardboard boxes also, but then it, this is me though. I will the cardboard box will get full and then it will like overflow and then it's on the floor and then Bella's like, what's this? And pretty soon I got a giant mess. Not only that, but Loki's been doing this thing where she wants to chew paper and everything. So she got a hold of like one of our tax papers. She's like tearing it. I'm like, no, kitties. Can't live with them. Can't live without them. Whoops. All right. This is going to be actually a pretty good use of my scrap paper too. Um, if you guys want to make paper this year, you're going to need a like a frame with a screen on it. Right. No, no, they won't buy it. Not at all. Start looking around for the paper making things. It looks kind of like a folder, and one side of it's like a folder made out of two like picture frames, it looks like. And basically, one side has screen on it and one side is open. So that's what you'll use to make paper. So start looking around for one now, because I'll probably do, like, maybe come spring we'll make paper, and that way you guys will be all set. Also, be saving all of your paper bits from your projects that have like cool colors and things like that. Last time I saved a whole bunch of different colors and ended up with some lavender paper. It's really pretty. But what you could do is maybe separate it out. Like if you have a bunch of pinks, you can keep your pinks together, and other colors if you want to do different colors, or you can just, put everything together, which I'm not going to guarantee that it won't just end up looking gray, but that's actually okay too, you know. So not necessarily a bad thing. And also, if you guys have flowers and stuff, it's too early for flowers, I think. And I don't have flowers in my yard, if you can believe that, because it's so hot here. Yes, thank you. Monique, why do you know everything? Monique knows what everything is and how to do everything. She's amazing. Um, I'm just going to do this. It's my box and I can. So the other thing that you'll need for paper is probably like a big container, that you can fill up with water and the paper. And you want to let that just sit. But don't do it now, but just know that you're going to need those things. And if you have flowers, plan on saving them, you know, like maybe deadhead them early or something. I don't know. I know. Same, Monique, same. Same, same, same. I got almost all the sides covered. Actually, I do have all the sides covered. I think I want to do some more just because I might be sorry for this, but it's whatever. Yeah, you should learn to do that and then you could teach us, Noe. Noe knows a lot of really cool stuff too. Like stuff that I've never even thought about doing. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's always open, Noe. You can do a class if you want to, but you don't need to feel obligated to. But you're welcome. I like that I'm, yeah, I know. I know. Are we all ADHD in here, you guys? Does anybody like know that for sure about themselves? I don't know it for sure. I've never been diagnosed. I don't really think that. Yeah, me too. That'd be cool to do like in maybe in the free group, you know, to have people teach something if they want to. It'd be fun. That would give me that'd be kind of a good exchange for anybody that you know, had a blog or a business or something. Yeah, totally. I know, Andrea. Same with me. I'm not diagnosed, but I certainly have, you know, many of those tendencies. And I always kind of thought that, yep, same, Noe. Um, I always kind of thought that I just was not like other people. You know what I mean? And I guess I found, you know, I guess I felt less than for a long time for that reason. And that's the reason why I like to think that I'm probably ADHD because that explains a lot of things and it doesn't just mean that I'm, you know, rude or flighty or anything like that. It's just, you know, kind of part of who I am. And I can use the tools that are available if I need to and, you know, it's all good. Yeah, I love that idea. That sounds really fun. Let's see what I can turn this oatmeal box into. I wonder if I can. I'm going to try, you guys. I'm going to try to make something out of this box. I know. Monique, when I first met you, I just knew you were one of us. One of us. One of us. One of us. Oh, okay. I felt like a misfit crafter too, so I knew like when I met you or when I first saw your name, I'm like, "Oh yeah." Well, you know, that's part of the thing, you know. My grandson is also, I'm sure he's ADHD. I think he was just recently diagnosed, but he is also kind of like my son, where he's super smart, you know, like he's like in honors now. Um, he is like super good in math and in STEM stuff and everything. So, you know, everybody has interesting things about them, you know, regardless of, you know, what like, you know, diagnosis they may or may not have, you know, the strengths uh, in people, you know, um, the different strengths in people is totally evident. And I just, you guys know, I just think you guys are all brilliant, all of you. So yeah, so I'm gonna make this kind of a project, you know, to see if I can like show it to you guys like down the road somewhere and see if you can tell it's an oatmeal box. I mean, you guys will probably know. You'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's that oatmeal box, isn't it?" But I'll try to make it to where it's, you know, to where it's more than an oatmeal box. I already have some ideas about how I can strengthen it. I think maybe cutting, and lining it with more cardboard, perhaps even lining it with cardboard and then covering some cardboard with either some pretty paper or some fabric or something. Yeah. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so fun, Noe? Oh my gosh. That would be super, super fun. Oh my God, we need to do that. When would be a good time of the year to do that? Do you think we should just do it every single month? The price can be like all of my cardboard overflow, or some of it, not all of it. I want it. That sounds like a super fun idea, though. So, what's for dinner? I know Ellen told me what she had for breakfast, and I think, Suzanne, did you tell us what you had for breakfast? Anyways, what's for dinner, or what's for lunch, or what's for whatever it is the next meal you're going to eat? I'm not sure what I'm making. I'm trying to be more frugal about shopping and not like doing Instacart every single day because I might do that sometimes. Leftover pizza. Yeah, man. Okay, so this is as far as I've gotten so far. I need to probably let that dry. But I mean, it looks like it'll be doable. It looks like as long as I can strengthen this box, you know, um on the inside, toast and fruit, delicious. As long as I can strengthen it on the inside, I will be able to probably um, save the outside from, cracking or moving too much. And I hadn't really thought of that, but I think that that would be, yeah. Well, and then if you do two meals, Noe, then you cook. You could do like meat one night, non-meat the next night, and like on your fresh night, he can eat the leftovers from his yesterday meal. I'm sure you probably already do something like that. Or something just as brilliant. Did I ever show you guys a picture of Kieran? Let me take a second and show you guys a picture. Hang on. This is my boy. This is my grandson. Isn't he so cute? Got super long hair. I like long hair on boys. But anyway, he's 10. And like I was saying before, he just got honored with three different um, three different certificates, and one was for honors. One was for a certificate in some in STEM. I don't know if it was math or yeah. He's a sweetheart. I don't know if it was math or science, but one of the two. And then I think the other one was some kind of participation award or something. But thanks, you guys. He's my boy. He looks quite a lot like Todd used to when he was little. So anyway, well, I have all of this stuff left, and I'm not really sure what to do with it. I feel like just covering like every box in the world or balloon or whatever, but I kind of am, and I feel like as long as this is sitting in front of me, I'm just not going to let it go. Oh, you know what else I could do? What if I make paper, you guys? No, no, he doesn't live close anymore. Um, he lives in Vegas now, so um, but I did get to spend lots of time with him before. Hi, Darla. Delicious. I'm not sure, but I do have a lid for it. But I think I want to try some paper really quick if I have some fabric that I can use. Actually, I think what I can do, let's see. I don't know. No, it's not. It's not that far. It's just a few hours. But even still, it's not as easy. But then again, we're all homebodies, so the truth is that we'll probably see each other as much, as we did at some times of the year because um, we just didn't always get out. We're all kind of neurodivergent and like our own space and stuff. So I'm just looking around my office to see what I can cover. What can I glob paper mache on top of, you guys? Maybe I could make like some notebook covers or something. Maybe. Aha! I have this. So I think what I'll do here is. Oh, yeah, you could totally do that. You can 100% do that. I'm positive there's probably something out there that would teach you how to do that. Even though I probably am not going to do a big garden, I think I am going to plant some flowers so that I have something to press at some point. And excuse me, everybody. Guys, there is nothing like a sharp blade. I'm just going to say that right now. Anyway, this is a Kirkland box from Costco, and it was for trash bags. So I tend to, whenever I get boxes that are just uncharacteristically strong, like thick and have really straight sides, and are not easily bent. I tend to keep those because they are so good for either reinforcing the inside of other boxes or making covers, like if you're not using or don't want to buy chipboard. I mean, basically, this is kind of like chipboard. I think this one's still corrugated, but there are some that are, well, I mean, it'll be as nice as chipboard, you know. Yeah, good, Darla. That's good. We were talking a little bit before about some of the projects that we're going to do. So since you're here, I'll tell you, that we are going to be making papers. So you want to start looking for one of those, or you can make one, I think, one of those paper making folder things um, that Monique said is called a decal paper maker thingy. Yeah, those are really good boxes. I agree with you. Um, how funny. They just probably don't like cardboard around. Well, I mean, you know what? So you can like let him break the boxes down for you, and then you can be like, "Oh, I'll take it outside," and you can just go stash it somewhere, and it's already broken down and everything. What do you think of that? So, I think what I'm going to do is, I think I might want to just put, put some dried flowers on these. So, yeah, you want to look for one of those decal things. I actually have it on the Project Idealist page. I have, the ones that I use, the stuff that I ended up buying for Paper Palooza last year. And so you can go there, or if you already know, what you're looking for, you can go shopping around and all that stuff for um, for one of those. So now I'm just in this ridiculous place, you guys, that I'm just honestly just going to paint everything with this paper mache junk. That's just how it is. That's funny. I know my husband doesn't break down boxes unless they are boxes that I put outside. And I do put a lot of the Amazon boxes outside because I just don't really like saving that corrugated cardboard very much. A lot of times they're bent in places and stuff like that. And then there's always the Costco boxes that are not like for specific products, but they are actually ooh, this is a good idea right here. Hang on. But they're actually for they're like crate boxes. And those ones, I used 1-to-1 flour and water for this. I'm going to use this thing to kind of press some of these down. And then, what else was I saying? I can't remember. You're welcome. Maybe I'll make one of those dragon eye covers, Suzanne, if you're still here. Oh, look, it just comes right out. Gross. I must be getting tired because I'm starting to get like really, really immature. Not that I have to be tired to be immature, because I'm pretty immature all around, honestly. And I'm okay with that, really, you know? I'm all right with that. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and cover this, and then I probably will trim it down because I didn't make it a perfect size, but then I'll trim it down, and then I'll cut another side. But obviously, it's already doing this, like um, bowing a little bit. So I will probably need to put it underneath something for a couple of days. But that's all right. It's going to be so covered with everything anyway that I think it'll be fine. I still don't know what I'm having for dinner, and you guys haven't told me what you're having either. So I did a bunch of freezer cooking with my son. We did. Did you guys ever do the like the potato plan or whatever? If you did freezer cooking, it's pretty cool actually. I kind of like it. And we made loaded potatoes with taco meat, and he doesn't eat cheese, um, but I put cheese, and we cover it with lettuce, and we put sauce, and it's so good. Have you guys ever tried that before? You're making nachos. That's amazing. I love nachos. I also can make nachos if I want to. That might be a thing. Like, like all the things on it, like olives and onions and, beans and cheese. And oh my gosh, sounds so good. Stir fry? Yeah. I made some um, teriyaki chicken breast and brown rice yesterday, but I usually do stir fry. But what I ended up doing was some kind of batch stuff. So I just put like chicken breast. And on another note, just really quick, are the chicken breasts just getting like unreasonably large? I mean, come on. I can't eat a chicken breast that's like, you know, that big. But anyways, um, but yeah, that's what we had yesterday. And it was one of the meals that I did where I put two chicken breasts inside of a bag and covered it with like, half the bottle of teriyaki or something like that. Yesterday we made sloppy joes, but accidentally opened the wrong side of the seasoned salt. I have done this and thought I oversalted the meat, so I made more. Yeah, for sure. The pizza is already made, and there's no extra work. Have the pizza. I know I love nachos. I may do this. Now, I may have to like get online every day and ask you guys what the plan is for dinner. I know the chicken breasts are massive. I mean, come on. Yes, they do. Yes, that's true. They have to. I think I've never raised chickens for meat, but what the way that they do it is so. I don't think I could do this, but I understand why they do. And who am I to talk? I still eat chicken anyway. But when you raise it at home, you feed them like feed them, so that they will grow very very quickly, and then eventually they can't walk anymore, and so I guess when that happens, they it's time to do the duties. So there was a time when I really wanted to raise our own meat and stuff, and Todd is he's really soft hearted, you guys, and he's like, I can't do that. We just buy our meat because I can't do that. I can't kill animals. And for a little while, I was like, such a bummer. But then I thought later, here I am, a couple years ago, feeling like I'm exploiting my goat, by milking her. So I'm really, really glad that he had that forethought. Well, now that you're talking about wontonios, I sort of feel like you should send some of those to the rest of us. A little selfish to be enjoying all those chips on your own there, Noe. Yes, that's true, Suzanne. Yeah. I feel like goats might do that too. Good job, Monique. Go get some food. You doing Instacart? I love Instacart. I will never give them up. They have to give me up first. They have a cool deal this year. I don't know if it's in all states or whatever, but you get free a whole year free streaming from Peacock just by being, by I guess you if you pay for the year or something, or if you're a member. I don't really know what exactly you have to do. But the bummer was that we already bought it. Oh, does Smith's deliver? We used to have a Smith's down in Garden Grove, and I loved it. Um, what was I saying? I forgot. Oh well, no big deal. Anyways, I am getting tired, you guys. It is 4. I will not hold you hostage anymore. You guys can hang or you can go. It's whatever you want to do. I won't have my feelings hurt. I'm just gonna finish covering this one more time and then I'll probably go. Because yeah. Yeah, but back when we first had a Smith's though, this was like when my kids were like little. When we lived in Garden Grove, this was before 1995, right? So we had a Smith's show up in Garden Grove, and it was like the best thing ever because it had everything in there. Oh, really? That's interesting. Huh. Yeah, but we thought it was like the coolest thing because they had like a video rental, and they had, um, what else did they have that we did? I don't know. Maybe they didn't have much that we used, but that video rental we were super stoked about, and also it was just cool because I hadn't seen a store like that in a long time, if I ever did. See you later, Andrea. Talk to you soon. I know I really enjoy them too. It's just fun. Fun, fun, fun. Yep. Nacho night for everyone. I just caught that. Yes, nacho night for everyone. I'm kind of wondering if I have some pickled jalapenos or anything. Well, I guess I have guacamole salsa. I know. I know. Oh, really? Super fan editions? What's that? I love The Office. I actually was a super fan of Seinfeld way back when, and I've seen like their 100 and whatever many, 180 something episodes, like three times each, probably more. But I've gone through the, oh, cool. I've gone through the series like three times, and I gotta say, you guys, that a lot of the humor is hilarious, but it certainly doesn't hold up. I think in The Office too that there's there's some stuff in there, that's like, oh, oh wow, yeah. I love avocados. They're so good. I haven't watched King of the Hill. Now that you say that, I'm gonna have to. Do you ever watch Bob's Burgers? Because that is so cute and funny. You need to watch Bob's Burgers, Noe. Yeah, it's true. Some of the scenes just couldn't, they just would be so, I mean, we've evolved. So I love Bob's Burgers. It's so fun. I love the mom. Did you ever see that guy on, I think it might be TikTok or Instagram, I'm not sure which, but he dresses up like the mom. So funny. And he talks like her and stuff. What is her name? It, I can't remember her name because I haven't watched in a while. Oh, Tina or Louise. I don't know. Tina's pretty weird. I might be Tina. I don't know. They're both so cute, though. Oh, man. Oh, so I don't, yeah, Linda. He dresses up like Linda and he does, her voice and everything. It might even be the guy that does her voice, you know. I cannot remember. It was a long time ago when Allie pointed me in that direction, but Gene. In what way? Oh, yeah. It is. You're right. Yeah, so I pretty much think it is the guy, that voices her character, but I can't really be positive about that. It's funny anyways, though, regardless. All right. I really should probably just be done. I could probably do this all night, but I kind of am having a headache. Oh, that's funny. Did he wear a hamburger suit? My favorite is actually the first episode where where people think that they're serving people, making hamburgers out of people. That is just so hilarious. Well, guys, I have taken up. Oh, yeah. Well, he wears the wig, though, so it might be okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head off now. I'm really tired, and I'll have this, oh, I'll have this uploaded into the membership soon. I don't know if it's going to offer any, much of anything to anyone, but nevertheless, I'll put it there anyhow. Or maybe I'll just put it in the showcase or something. I don't know. You guys too. You have a great night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Me too. I can't wait to see what becomes of this too. Bye, you guys.